Hi everyone, my name is Stephen and I'm here to show you how to get out of the map in Star Citizen version 2.5. This is just going to be a small compilation of getting outside of the playable areas in ArcCorp and in some hangars. So as you can see here, I've just ran into the side of the buggy and I've been launched up above the wall boundary. So now I've got a very small area that I can walk around in. If I go too far to one side, I'll fall back into the map, and if I go off the other side, I will fall into oblivion. It's quite interesting up in this area because you can find areas that would be good for screenshots. You can also find some hidden places. There's a lot to explore when you're glitching out of maps, but unfortunately on this side, this wasn't the best place to jump out of. As you can see, I decided to jump to my death. Unfortunately, what happens here, but you won't see it, but the game freezes here. It doesn't freeze, it's stuck there. I couldn't connect any servers after I quit off of this. There's a 50-50 chance you'll return back to where you were, or you'll just stay there forever. The way this glitch works, as you can see, is I'm getting myself pinched between the front of the buggy, the window frame, and the seats. And being pinched between them, the physics doesn't know what to do with you, so it launches you up into the sky. Generally, if you try to do it this way, this is the most reliable way to jump out of the area, is to stand between the glass and the seats. If you get it right and if you get into the right place and you walk forward, you will launch yourself. Only I find that if you walk into the side of the buggy, you'll get a better height out of it, and you'll be able to angle yourself better. Because if you do it from here, where you stand on the seats and run into the front of the glass, you'll usually fly backwards. This glitch can be really hard to activate. Sometimes you'll just fly over the top of the glass, other times you will launch high into the sky. Now this is at the far back of the buggy area. What I'm doing is I'm pushing the buggy into the side of the wall and glitching up over the fence. Now this is the best place to go right now in the buggy area for ArcCorp, because there's a lot more to see here, although again you are limited to where you can go. But you've got these nice areas that are locked off that you can't see normally, but it's still very interesting to travel around. The reason I'm uploading this video on how to glitch out of it is that this will probably be patched by the time 2.6 or 3.0 comes out. But obviously in the alpha point you wanna try and break the game as much as possible so you can send it to the developers so they can fix it. At the same time, I'm uploading it to YouTube publicly because I want people to be able to explore and find new places to go, or even just to get some enthusiasm to actually try and break the game. Because you get some really lovely places you can see and some good desktop backgrounds you can make just from images from being outside the area. I've always loved glitching as well, because when you glitch out of a game, you've got so much more access. There may not be much to do other than explore, but exploration again is really, really fun. I used to do it a lot with the Halo series on the Xbox years ago. But you can see it's the way the map's built around. There's a lot of detail, especially outside, and you wouldn't be able to see this normally. So that's all I'm showing for ArcCorp. There are a few other places you can probably get to. I haven't been able to get to other places than those two, and at where the crane is in the main bit, but my recording didn't record that section. So. But there's probably a few places you can go. I tried to get the buggies out of the buggy area by putting another buggy on top of the other, but you can't really push them back into the map. But if you can, then you'll open up a huge area to travel around. Okay, this is the Revel in York wall glitch. Revel in York Hangar is a hangar you can buy to be having a better starting when the game comes out. I've got access to it because of a ship I have. But what happens is on this one is that the glass around here is very thin. It's a very thin glass, so you can actually phase through it. You can collide through the mesh if you run into at the angle where it's curved. Unfortunately, I was having difficulty here. I was doing it a lot before I was recording, and then as soon as I start recording, it just doesn't want to work. So I tried to get the elevator up, so I have a much thinner substance to try and break through. And then I got trapped in the elevator. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Again, running into the corner of the glass, the angle, just to try and get it to work. But now the elevator's up. Although the elevator got up to the top and I managed to glitch through the doors slightly, but wasn't as much. But as you can see, I'm just getting through. So what you do is you jump back down, if you can't get through that, and you try it when the elevator's up. This way you've only got one layer to get through, and as you can see, just instantly, I'm stuck up on top of the ceiling. This can launch you across the place, but generally, to get out of the map, you want to be in the elevator shaft and have the elevator land on you when you're in the back corner, so you're going to get pushed through this corner if you keep running into it. And there you go. The only problem with this, as you can see, is the map disappears. You fall into an area where there is no gravity, so you default to your EVA position with your not jetpack, but it's your backpack that when you're in space lets you maneuver. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean. Essentially with this is that you are stuck kind of floating around the place, and there really isn't much you can do. I tried to find the map again, and as you can see, I'm hitting the gravity zone, so the area where there's gravity, and I'm falling back into an area where there is no gravity. I want to try and get to the top of it so I can land in the map. I haven't been able to do that yet. I'm sure you can if you fly high enough up and you get around it and you can get back to it, but it's very difficult when you can't see it. Also, you'll see your ragdoll will start to freak out. This is quite interesting. It's funny to see some of the ragdoll positions because your back breaks. But again, there really isn't much you can do in this section. I'm sure with more testing, or if more people do it, you'll probably be more lucky than I am at finding the place. Otherwise, it's still an interesting place to glitch out. And here's the final part of this glitch video, and it's in the VFG industrial hangar. Now, this hangar, this wasn't intended as the original part of the video. It was only meant to be the Revel in York and ArcCorp. But I spawned in here by accident, and I decided, well, I'll try and find a way to get out of it. So this is me just trying everything, trying to find pinch points, areas where I'll collide my guy between two meshes, and seeing if I can launch myself up. Some of them work, some of them don't. It's just a quick process. I don't want to spend too long trying other things, because you want to be able to try as many places as you can to get out of the map. But as I went down this is the elevator room where you can go up to Port Olisar or to ArcCorp, and as you can see, there'll be this small corner in the wall, just here, that launches you up and out of the map. I've tried this a couple times after this video. I did try to go back there, and every time I've managed to launch myself out of the map, every time. It's a very, very easy way to get out of this map, and this is interesting as well because you can see the map as you're flying around. So as you can see, I'm flying above the map now, trying to stay out of the gravity zone, and then guiding myself up above the control tower to see if I can land on that. So I've hit the gravity area and I've landed on it. Now this is a really good place because you can get some really nice images that you could work in as a desktop background, or even just to look around. The exploration value of this place is really good. So you've got my ship down there. Again, glitching is all about trial and error, trying to find places to break out of it, but when you do manage to get out the map, and you get a good feeling of just accomplishment, of just breaking the game in that sense. Once you've done this, you can then pretty much travel anywhere around this place. I haven't done too much exploration here, but again, it's very easy to get out. So I'm sure if you do this, you'll find plenty of places you might find hidden. And there's a lot of places here that you can and can't collide into. So all in all, it's a really cool place. Again, every time you fall out the map, there is no area to kill you, so you just turn on your jetpack essentially and you just float around the place. So all of this video is also going to be sent to obviously CIG to get these sort of bugs patched. But again, as I said, everyone should try and break the game as much as they can, because the more you break the game, and if you can do it consistently, then they can get it fixed, and the final release of the game will be that much better. At the same time though, there will always be bugs in games, but if there are, as long as you can explore through them, they can be really interesting. Not all bugs are bad. Some can be quite funny as well. So I was just messing around at this point, just floating around trying to see if there's any other places I can get to. And what you'll see is that I'll have a run-in with the ragdoll system, because if you're playing the game and you're in 0G and you're not standing upright when you fall, you fall as a ragdoll. So I hit this metal pipe, I bounce off it and fall back into the map. Although not quite in the map, just on the edge of it. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please share it if you can to everyone. Again, the more people that know about it and can break out of the game will make the final game better, because CIG will fix it. So thank you very much, and see you later.